Lindsay? What was all that about just a second ago at the planning meeting? Out of nowhere, you just took my idea as your own and got credit for it. What could you possibly be talking about? Stop trying to act like you have no idea what I'm talking about right now. That paperwork that you just handed in at the planning meeting we had? That was all the exact same stuff that I had worked on before. I was planning on leaving that idea alone for a bit longer so that I could come up with some better things before next month's meeting. It's messed up of you to steal my idea like that. Can you please not say such rude things to me like that? Do you even have evidence of me stealing your idea? I get that I'm newer to this company than you are, but just because I'm doing better than you are here doesn't mean you can try to sabotage me. Huh? I'm sure you're just jealous that a newbie like me was able to come up with a better idea than you at the meeting, right? I was praised by all the higher-ups, and that's probably what made you so upset. But you should take a page from their books and start praising me as well for my hard work and great thinking. I'm not trying to play any games right now, Lindsay. I know that you came up to my desk and took those papers from me, and I have proof of that. I learned about it from someone that witnessed you doing it while she was here late doing overtime. Well, I just happened to walk by your desk a few times, but I never took anything from you. Walking around like that helps me come up with new ideas is all. And it just so happens that sometimes I come up to your desk while walking around like that. But don't take that as me stealing anything from you, okay? I have a witness saying you stole things from me and you still won't come clean? Well, come on now. You were never going to come up with an idea like mine anyway. You've been here longer than I have, and the manager told me that he's never heard of an idea like mine from any of the other workers. So that must mean that an old fart like you couldn't come up with anything to impress. Huh? What did you say? Well, it doesn't even matter now because the meeting is over with. And as of right now, the department manager is taking my idea into consideration for the next plan. So can you please stop trying to scare me by making such a big deal over it? If you have the time to be sitting at your desk right now talking to me, then you have time to start working on new documents for my plan. What? What do you mean by new documents? Did you not hear a word the manager said to us? He said that starting next month, we will be having a company-wide meeting to discuss this plan and put it into action. And that's why he's asked for us to start making up documents to better lay out said plan. As I recall, you were the one that was asked to work on those new documents, considering you stole the idea from me for said plans. And another thing before I'm done talking to you, next week is going to be that company-wide meeting, and so if you don't get started on those documents soon, you'll never have them ready in time. But I'm really busy right now and don't have time to work on any documents. And this evening, I have some important plans to get to, so I'll be going home soon. Also, that meeting today wore me out, so I'll be taking some PTO out for tomorrow and the day after to recover. So all the work that's supposed to be done by me is going to fall into your hands to be finished in time for that meeting. Huh? Are you kidding me? That's not going to happen, though. I have a lot of work of my own to get back to this week and won't have time to work on your things. And I myself have plans tonight that require me to be home, so I'm not going to be able to stay late. Do you really think it'll be acceptable to slack off like that? You've been in this company longer than me, therefore when a newbie like me is sick and can't get her work done, you have to step in to clean up for me. But if you can't even be relied on to do that here, as well as never give any new ideas at the planning meeting, I think this company will begin to realize you're no use anymore. And by that point, they will think of you as nothing more than an old fart that needs to go. Excuse me? Now I need to be heading home. I look forward to those finished documents on my desk when I'm back in 2 days. I'm sorry, Stanley. I know that you and I are supposed to be having dinner together today, but I have so much work right now and I don't think I'll be able to make it. You can go ahead and start the dinner without me today.
What? Even today you have to stay late for work? I was really looking forward to finally having the whole family together to meet my fiancé for dinner.
I'm really so sorry about this. Unfortunately, I was given some last-minute work today that I can't say no to and that needs to be completed here soon.
Last-minute work, huh? Don't tell me that it's because of that newbie that you're working with still who's been forcing you to do all her work?
You really seem to know what's going on here.
Well, you are the kind of woman that likes to get all her work done to the best of her abilities. But the fact that someone new is forcing you to do all their work, you've already told me and Mom and Dad about it a lot, so I knew that once again this time would be the same reason.
Well, you're 100% correct. Not only did she end up stealing my idea and giving it at the meeting today, but she's having me do all the document work for it now.
What? She stole an idea of yours? Don't you feel like something like that is crossing the line big time in terms of work ethic? I can kind of see someone being lazy and never getting their work done, leading to you having to do it for them, but what she's done this time is just wrong.
You are right. This time she's really crossed the line. She's really started to act strange in the office, and it's really getting on my nerves. Which is pretty rare considering that I'm usually pretty patient with new employees.
Maybe this new employee isn't like the rest and is just completely brainless. No matter how you think of it, this time you happen to have a useless coworker on your hands. And what really makes this all worse is that you were supposed to be coming out to see my fiancé today, but that's all been ruined because of that lazy jerk. It's all due to her that even your private life is starting to be affected, and in a very bad way. I think you need to stop trying to bear that coworker's laziness and bring all this stuff up with your boss.
You have a good point. At this point, I'm not going to be able to handle her crap on my own anymore. However, I'm worried that me bringing this up to my boss might result in them thinking her actions are all because I'm not training her well enough.
Katrina, you were always worried too much about things. There's no way they would get upset at you because of her poor work ethic. You just have to tell your boss that you've had enough and can't deal with the new hire anymore. If anything, it'd be better to tell them sooner rather than later, because it will help the company just as much as it'll help you. It's only a matter of time that coworker does something completely out of line and costs not only you your sanity, but the company its image as well.
That's right. Thank you so much for listening to me rant again, Stanley. You've really made me start feeling better about this. I shouldn't have expected any less from a psychiatry major like you.
Well, how about instead of me charging you for my time this time, you treat me to some steak next time we meet? And as for my fiancé, I'm sure I can get her to meet you another time before we get married.
Sure. When things calm down a bit here for me, I'd love to take the both of you out for steak and get to finally meet her. Now I've got to get back to my work before I stay here too long. Make sure to let everyone know today that I've had to stay late at work again, and that's why I won't be making it to dinner tonight. Why are you here, Katrina? Where the hell did you even come from to get into here? I'm actually wondering the exact same thing, actually. I want to know why Lindsay is here right now at this wedding, and why are you wearing a wedding dress right now? I'm the bride, after all, so I have to be here in a wedding dress. In other words, this is my wedding that you're at today. What? You are the bride at this wedding today? Now tell me why you, of all people, are here. I don't ever remember inviting you to be at my wedding. And what makes all this even more surprising is that you seem to be very close to my fiancé. Who the hell do you think you are talking to the groom like that? Who the hell am I? I would have never thought that someone like you would come into someone else's wedding uninvited. And not just that, but be flirting with the groom while his fiancé is watching? I don't want an old fart like you anywhere near him. I am not flirting with him right now. Do you think we can both take a moment to calm down a bit? We have to be a bit more level-headed before we continue this conversation. Well, if you want me to calm down, start by telling me why you're at my wedding today. What made you think it was such a good idea to come to your new coworker's wedding when you never got an invitation? Wait. Don't tell me. You came here so that you could try and catch the bouquet in the toss today? What? Now that I think about it, you are still a single and lonely middle-aged woman, right? You've never been able to find a man for yourself to marry, and that's why you came here today searching for luck. They always say that the person that catches the bouquet is likely to be the next one to get married, right? And so you thought it would be the perfect chance to finally end your suffering, and that's why you're here. Nobody with a hint of common sense would come to some stranger's wedding for that reason. And just because I'm single doesn't mean that I'm lonely. No. You are getting way too old now to still be single, and that's why it sucks so much for you. And when it comes to women, no matter how much they love their jobs and work hard, if they're still single in their 40s, they're pretty much done for. And that's why today will be your last chance of ever getting married, as long as you can get the bouquet. I can't believe that you came all the way to your coworker's wedding today uninvited just to try and save yourself from eternal loneliness. You must really be hurting inside. I told you already that that's not the case. Can you take a moment to listen to what I'm saying? Huh? There's no way I'm wrong about what I'm saying. If what I've said isn't the case, then why else would you be here? I mean, why would you be trying to steal my fiancé from me right now? Did you come all the way here with the intention of stealing him from me on our wedding day? Huh? I bet you're jealous seeing your young and cute coworker getting married before you. And that's why you're here, trying to take the groom away before he ties the knot with the bride. You're only here to take him away and nothing else, right? Well, I'm sorry, Katrina. Right now, my fiancé is head over heels in love with me. And he would never take a chance at going out with some old fart like you. That is also not the reason why I'm here. Can you stop it with all these weird and messed up guesses that you're making? Then tell me why you're here already. I never asked for an old fart like you to be here today, so you'd better get to explaining yourself. And I don't mean talking around the bush about it either. I want to know right now, or else I'm sending you out of here. I'm here because I'm your sister-in-law. What? I've had enough of this. I'm going home. Then at least we can both be happy because we won't be around each other anymore. So now go right along and have a wonderful wedding with my little brother, please. Wait a second. What? My sister-in-law? What? You're Stanley's older sister? That's right. I'm the older sister of your groom. But man, did I never expect that my brother's fiancé would turn out to be you. That's such a terrible outcome that I'm even shocked to the core. You're lying about this, right? Wait. From everything I've heard from Stanley, he tells me that his sister is a really well-off woman with a great career. Don't tell me that he was talking about you. And if a few months ago you and I were able to meet at that dinner, we wouldn't be having this conversation right now. But when you told me that you had important plans after work, you forced me to deal with all your responsibilities while leaving the office. And it's because of that I was never able to go to that dinner to meet you. That dinner? That was the day that my idea ended up being accepted by our higher-ups. Yeah, that's the day that you stole my idea from me and gave it at the meeting to take credit for it. And when that meeting was over, you made me do all the paperwork for it, like writing all the new documents up over the new plan. And in the end, the only person to be recognized for my idea was you. I remember all of it, Lindsay. That was... And of course, since today is the day of your wedding, we shouldn't be having to talk about work, right? So I'm going to hurry up and go on my way, like you asked. Have yourself a great wedding today, okay?
Katrina, why did you just turn around and leave my wedding without saying anything else to me? We're about to get started with the wedding now. Did something happen to you that may have upset you?
No, at least not something that you did to me. I was just told by your bride to go home, so that's what I'm doing at the moment. She told me that she doesn't want some lonely old fart sitting in on her wedding.
What?
Actually, we only just learned about each other being here a little bit ago. That soon-to-be wife of yours is actually that newbie in the office that I've been telling you about. And you know how I feel about her as my coworker and about the stories of me having to try and train her, right? Well, that's her.
Huh? You're telling me that the girl you're always complaining about is Lindsay?
It's surprising, right? Who would have ever thought that such a coincidence as this could happen to us?
No, wait. This can't be happening, right? But listen, the coworker you're always telling me about and the Lindsay I know are two completely different people. She is the kind of woman that is nice to everyone and will do anything to help those around her. There's no way she could ever be the same selfish person you're always telling me about.
Well, I'm guessing that in front of you, she puts on a great face. But in front of me at the office, she does a great job at being selfish and lazy.
But that's... So you're saying that Lindsay really is the one that stole your idea and shared it at a meeting? And she's also the one that steals plans from you all the time and then forces you to do all her work? And not just those things, but will also leave you to do the remainder of her work when she feels she can leave the office to do her own things? Which also must mean that she's the one that left the office one day out of nowhere to go be with her boyfriend when they went on a long trip to California.
That's her. I'm sorry, but you happen to be getting married to her now.
What? Really? Hold on a sec. Now that I think about it, I haven't ever gone with her to California before.
Uh-oh.
She told me that she didn't want to go there because the sun is too strong and it would burn her beautiful skin. But you're telling me that she left the office to go there with her boyfriend? What boyfriend is she talking about?
Now that I think about it, who was that man that she showed me pictures of when she came back from that trip? This is all from the past, so I don't remember everything. But I do remember this taking place around the same time you were talking about how you both got engaged.
So you're saying that when she had accepted my proposal, she was going out with another man to California? I need to go have a word with her right now. I'm going to stop the wedding right now until I know what's going on here.
Huh? You're going to stop it now?
I'm not going to show everyone some fake love for her when I have no idea what's going on anymore. I'm really sorry. I'll get back in touch with you later.
Why would this be happening to me? The wedding was canceled yesterday. And not just canceled, but it won't ever be happening again because now Stanley said he's leaving me. Really? So this all ended with him breaking up with you? It is! He told me before he started to leave the wedding that he had had enough of me and said that to me with all my family and friends watching. Also, why the hell does he know now about how I cheated on him before? He's told me that he's going to get a settlement from me now. Oh my. So we were right about your trip to California being with another man. Why? Why would he be able to find out about all of this on the day of my wedding? I was able to hide all of it from him right up into the wedding. I finally thought that I'd be in the clear with that, yet right when we should have been getting married, he found out about everything. I wonder why he found out. I wonder if it has anything to do with how you acted on your wedding day. Please, Katrina, can you please go find a way to get your brother to come back to me? I really do love your brother and want to become his wife. All that trip to California was me having a little fun for a change. I may have been cheating at the time, but it wasn't anything serious, and I really only love Stanley. You really think an excuse like that is going to slide with us? And another thing, I don't want to become family to you, so I'm not going to help you get him back. If anything, I'm asking you to stay away from my brother for the rest of your life. Huh? I am not going to let my cute little brother marry some used-up whore like you. You may have done a good job hiding your true personality from him, but he knows the truth about you now. So give up on Stanley, please. Stop screwing around! Your cute little coworker is in trouble right now and really needs you to help make her life better again. And you're not going to help me? You're supposed to be looking out for me as my trainer. What? You're my cute little coworker now? If you're not going to help me get back my man, then so be it. If you plan on not helping me, then I'm going to complain about you to the manager. I'll tell him that you've stopped helping me now, and they'll never let you come to another meeting again. Actually, I'm going to make sure that you're fired from your job for this. That's fine with you, though, right? You really think that you can threaten me with something like that? If anything, the odds are in my favor on all this. So you going to our higher-ups about this will only further prove the case that you're useless. What? What are you talking about? I've already spoken to the higher-ups about how you push all your work onto me when you run out of the office or just don't want to work. And you going to them about me not helping you get your fiancé back won't help your case at all back there. They'll only become even more concerned about you because you'll start bringing up things that are unrelated to work and wonder why you want me punished for them. It might even end up getting you fired then. But how does any of that make me useless? They already know that I'm amazing based off of the idea I gave at that planning meeting. Unlike some old fart like you, I can actually do my job and make progress. So you really think that they're going to call me useless and think about firing me? You may think that you came out on top for using my idea at the meeting, but unfortunately for you, everyone knows that you stole that stuff from me. And I don't mean our other coworkers, but also all the higher-ups that were at the meeting. They were going to ask you why you'd been giving out ideas I'd already planned, but at the time it was late and they didn't want to make a fuss out of it. That's why they went ahead with the idea and ended the meeting. What? Well, anyway, the company-wide meeting has taken place now, and the plan has gone into action, and on that plan is my name. I even got a comment from the district manager saying I did a great job and would be rewarded for it. What did you say? And not only was I finally recognized for my idea that you stole, but the manager brought this all up with HR to look further into. And so now everyone knows about what you've done, and there's no need for me to have proof to show. There was also a lot of notes found on your desk describing how much you hate me and what other things you could do to make me work harder. So with all of that, I think you are pretty close to being fired from your job. What notes are you talking about? Why would I ever write things like that about you? You're always writing about how much you hate me, and not just writing either, but saying things like that about me on here, by text. And that text remains on my phone and can be screenshotted to show others later on. Things like you calling me an old fart, or saying that I'm useless. We also all know about how you push all your work onto me now, and there's evidence of that all around as well. And don't forget that one instance where you spilled the coffee on my desk on purpose, ruining all my documents. Hold on now. Having to hear all of this from an old fart like me must really hurt, right? But I'm sorry, Lindsay. You saying that the way you've been treating me is okay because I'm so old is just not going to fly. That doesn't fly anywhere in the corporate world, so good luck trying to fool anyone by saying that I'm to blame. Because compared to an old employee, who isn't even that old, actually, you are far worse off for never even bothering to do your work. Please, wait a second. Are you actually being serious about me being close to getting fired? Yeah, I'm being very serious. Just like my brother said, it was all worth it bringing this up to my boss earlier. What? Huh? Didn't you say that if my brother doesn't get back with you, you'd complain about me? Well, go ahead and try it, because he's not getting back with you. So it'll all be a waste for you, and you'll most definitely lose your job by doing that. Now go right ahead and try to hurt me. In the end, the talks about getting married ended up fading away between my brother and Lindsay. And along with that, Lindsay was left having to pay for the wedding to be canceled. And not just that, though, but also the settlement for her cheating on Stanley also came right after my brother said he was never talking to her again. In total, she would be having to pay around $80,000 for everything she did. But before even trying to pay for anything, Lindsay ran to her parents crying for them to help her. But they ended up telling her to get out of their faces for what she'd done to their reputation. And after being told to never come around her parents again, she was also put on temporary leave from her job while HR investigated her. And that actually meant all of us here could get our work done in peace. And this is the perfect timing as well, since we are getting into the middle of putting said plan into action within the company. As for my brother, he told me he's so happy he learned about his fiancée before signing all the marriage papers. And since he thanked me for telling him all about her at his wedding, he's going to use a part of the money he received in the settlement to take me out for steak.
Thank you for watching till the end. If you felt good about this video, like the video. If you didn't like it, let me know why in the comments. Subscribe too. Your likes and subs lead to our motivation. We have so many videos on our channel as well, so go ahead and take a look. See you in the next video.
Hey there, Julie. Congratulations again on graduating from high school. It made me so proud watching you get your diploma at the ceremony earlier today. I know you're out at dinner with your friends, so I won't be long. I just wanted to let you know that I bought you a little cake from the pastry shop down the road, so you can eat it whenever you get back home. You bought me some cake? Yuck. I don't want any food that your filthy hands have touched. Julie, what's gotten into you? Why are you talking to me like that? Is this really you? Did one of your friends take your phone and pull a prank on you or something? No, I'm just finally free to say what I've always thought about you. Anyway, did you see the fat envelope sitting on the kitchen table? I did, but I wasn't sure what it was, so I didn't open it. You should probably open it as soon as possible. It's really important. Okay, give me a moment. Julie, what is this? Oh, I'm sorry. Were the words too big for you? You need my help understanding them? I'll make it as simple as possible. They're a complete set of divorce papers. I know what they are. I'm asking you why you left me a stack of divorce papers. Do I have to explain everything for you? I want you and Dad to get divorced. So sign everywhere you need to before I get back from dinner. Got it? Once you sign it, pack up your stuff and get the hell out of our house. Hold it right there, young lady. You want me to divorce your dad? How dare you say something like that to me? And you don't have any right to tell me to leave this house. Who do you think you're talking to? I think I'm talking to a colossal idiot who I don't want or need around anymore. Julie? I just graduated high school today. You know what that means? It means that you are now the least educated person in this entire family. Well, yes, I suppose that's right. Your father graduated from university and you're set to enroll for the fall semester. And I don't want to be the only girl in my class whose mom is less educated than she is. So hurry up, sign those divorce papers, and get out of this house and my life. I don't need some idiot like you hanging around mucking up my life any longer. God, I have been waiting so long for this day. I've wanted you gone ever since I was in elementary school. It was around then that I woke up to just what a moron you are. I can't believe this. You felt this was about me ever since all the way back then? How could I possibly feel any other way? Do you have any idea how much you have humiliated me up until now? Humiliated you? I have done no such thing. Yeah, you have. I graduated at the top of my class, Mom. I have gave the valedictorian speech. Oh, I'm sorry, you probably don't even know what valedictorian means. I don't know what I'd do if any of my friends found out the truth about you, that you're an uneducated, ignorant failure. They would have laughed me out of the school for sure. That's why I told my friends as little about you as possible and never brought them over to the house. With you out of the way, I'll finally be able to relax for the first time in forever. I cannot believe the hurtful language you're using right now, Julie. Sure, you're right, I never finished high school, but to call me uneducated and ignorant, that is way over the line. I have done everything that I can for you as your mother to support you to the best of my abilities. Lacking a high school diploma hasn't stopped me from helping you focus on school and your father focus on work. Oh my God, you think you've actually done anything to help us? Give me a break. I've had enough of this conversation for now. I'll have to discuss your behavior with your father later. You think he's gonna tell you anything different? Take another look at those divorce papers, Mom. Dad's already signed them. I suppose you're right. I've done my best to be a good wife and mother to you two, but apparently that hasn't been enough for you to appreciate me. What is there to appreciate about you? You're just an ugly old woman who wasn't even smart enough to graduate from high school. Now stop blabbering and start signing. Right away, sweetheart. Thank you so much. Huh? I'm gonna get right to work on signing these papers. The courthouse is still open for another couple hours. I should be able to file them today, too. It was really kind of your father to sign them for me. Hold on, what's going on? You're thanking me? And why do you seem like you're so excited to divorce Dad? Oh, what's the matter, Julie? This is what you want, isn't it? You said you wanted me out of the house and your life as soon as possible. I'm simply doing what you asked me to. Well, I mean, yeah, but something's off. You're acting way too happy for someone whose daughter just called her an ugly old idiot. Like, you're not angry at me or even sad? What's wrong with you? Nothing's wrong with me. I'm genuinely happy. The truth is I've been strongly considering divorcing your father for years. Sure, it doesn't exactly feel great to have my own daughter insult me and tell me to leave the house, but this is the chance that I've been waiting for and I'm taking it. What? You mean you were already thinking about leaving Dad anyway? You just started being a snotty little brat to me recently, but your father, he's been a total jerk to me since shortly after you were born. After all, the only reason you're mocking me for not graduating high school is because you've heard your father do that your whole life. He thinks I'm going to put up with whatever he does to me because I can't make it on my own. But he's wrong about that, and now I'm going to prove it. I've had all I can take and I am leaving. Oh my god, you're an even bigger idiot than I thought. He's right. You can't live on your own as a high school dropout with no work experience. And you were going to willingly walk away from your marriage? You absolute moron. Fine, that works out great for me. Hurry up and sign those papers and never show your face around here again.
Naomi! I just got a text from Julie. She said you submitted those divorce papers. Is that true?
I sure did. I just got out of the courthouse a few minutes ago. I'm so glad I made it before they closed. The clerk looked them over and said they were all in order, so that means it's official. You and I are no longer husband and wife. Congratulations, you're single again.
No way! I don't believe you. There's no way you actually did that. This is just a threat, right? You're trying to scare me.
Why do you sound so surprised, Matthew? You signed them too, didn't you?
Oh, well, yeah, but that's only because Julie made me. I thought she was going to use them as a practical joke on you or something. I didn't think you were actually going to turn them in. What the hell are you thinking, Naomi?
You might not have meant it, but it seems that Julie was dead set on driving me out of the house. You should have heard the way she belittled me for dropping out of high school. The apple doesn't fall far from the tree, or so they say. And personally, I was already feeling that we've taken our marriage as far as it was going to go. So I signed the papers she left for me and took them straight down to the courthouse. They've been officially accepted, so there's no taking this back now.
Wait a second. You mean to tell me you wanted to divorce me? That's news to me.
If you would take a moment to reflect on your behavior towards me over the years, it wouldn't be so surprising.
What do you mean?
I can't take one more day of your constant belittlement. I willingly agreed to quit my job and become a full-time housewife for you, but from day one you were constantly making snide remarks. Like, wow, this dinner tastes like a high school dropout made it. And another time you said to me, maybe if you had paid attention in geometry class, you'd be able to fold a freaking shirt properly. And now you treat me like a full-on slave, making me work all day, every day, without a single word of appreciation. If this is what married life is going to be like with you for the rest of my life, then I want out.
Hey, give me a break! I just said that stuff because I was stressed out from work. You can't honestly be divorcing me because I teased you a little bit every now and then.
Excuse me? I don't remember signing up to be a verbal punching bag for you. Thanks for being so honest with me, though. Now I'm even more sure of my decision to leave you.
Wait, that's not what I meant.
I know exactly what you mean, Matthew. Stop treating me like an idiot. I have devoted the last 18 years of my life to you and Julie. I have given you all I had to give. And now, that's all gone. From now on, I'm living life on my own terms. And you know what I'm gonna do first? I'm gonna go back to high school.
What, now? You're 40, Naomi!
Wrong, Matthew. I am 34. I guess that fancy college diploma of yours doesn't confer basic math skills, does it? You know the reason I dropped out of high school? And it wasn't because I wanted to.
Hey, you can't blame all of that on me. It's not like I forced myself on you or anything.
I'm aware that I'm responsible. I was old enough to know better than to get involved with you, but I did it anyway. I chose to drop out of high school, marry you, and give birth to Julie, all while I was still a teenager. But what makes you think you can criticize me for the choices I made when you're just as responsible for what happened as I am? Do you not even recognize the fact that you have half of the responsibility for everything that happened between us?
Well, I mean, yeah, I realize that.
Why am I unconvinced? Anyway, I've been planning on divorcing you once Julie graduated high school for years now. That's why I was so happy when Julie texted me earlier and told me about the divorce papers. Thanks for signing them for me, by the way. Goodbye. Wow, so you really already divorced Dad? Awesome! So how does it feel to be a divorced high school dropout at your age, huh? Your life is so over. When you inevitably die alone on the streets, do it somewhere we won't be responsible for taking care of your corpse, all right? I truly appreciate your concern for my well-being, Julie, but unfortunately for you, I won't be dying anytime soon. I already found a job as well as a place to live. Once my new lifestyle settles down, I'm going to start taking night classes to get my GED. So I'm afraid you're going to have to find a new insult for me because I won't be just a high school dropout for much longer. Your GED? I think that's even more embarrassing than dropping out of high school in the first place. It's basically a trophy for being slightly less of an idiot than all the other idiots who don't finish high school. You are free to think of what you like of me, but I'd say you guys need to be thinking more about yourselves than me right now. Are you going to be all right without me? I'm the one who's done all the housework up until now. From now on, you're going to have to do everything I did between the two of you, and that's with you starting college in a few months. Call it my motherly instinct, but I'm honestly kind of concerned about you. Oh, don't worry about us. You're talking to the valedictorian, Mom. Both me and Dad have more brains in our pinky fingers than you do in your entire body. Plus, with you out of the way, I'll finally be able to have the social life I always wanted. I have never felt better about my future than I do right now. I might just graduate at the top of my university class, too. That's certainly a wonderful goal to shoot for. But just remember, you can't actually graduate from university if you never get accepted. Huh? What's that supposed to mean? Nothing, dear. Nothing at all. Mom, you gotta help me. I don't know what I'm gonna do. My college just canceled my enrollment. They said I never sent any of the acceptance forms. Then when I missed the deadline to pay the deposit on my tuition, it was automatically rescinded. But I don't understand. I passed the test. That means I get in, right? They can't do this to me. Yeah, this is exactly what I figured was going to happen. You two really can't do anything without me, can you? How many times did I tell you about that paperwork, Julie? I even offered to do it for you because you were taking so long, but you insisted that you'd do it yourself. You said that a high school dropout like me would never be able to fill it all out correctly, but I kept waiting and waiting for you to hand me the completed paperwork, and you never even did one single sheet. Oh no, I forgot about that stuff. Plus, your dad dropped the ball with the deposit. Just like with you, I told him that we needed to send in the deposit for your tuition as soon as possible, and to give me our checkbook so I could write a check. But he told me the same thing you did. He didn't trust a high school dropout with his checkbook. He was sure I'd go off and waste it on myself. And in the end, he forgot about it, just like you did. Like father, like daughter. This can't be happening. Why did I put it off so long? I guess they don't teach proper time management in high school or college these days, huh? I had to learn that all by myself in the real world. Isn't that something, though? Between a college graduate and a high school valedictorian, neither of you could make a payment or submit a single document on time. What good does all that education do you if you don't even have fundamental life skills? Maybe dropping out of high school wasn't such a bad thing after all. I wouldn't want to turn out like the two of you. Shut up, Mom. Stop mocking me and tell me what I'm supposed to do now. I have to go to this college for fall semester. If I don't, it's going to throw my entire life plan into chaos. You have to do something to get me into college. Sorry, sweetie, I'm just a dumb old high school dropout. I don't know nothing about no fancy learning or whatnot. You're not gonna help me? Why would you want my help anyway? You were the valedictorian, weren't you? I'm sure you'll come up with a solution on your own.
Naomi, this is bad! I just got a call from the bank. They said that we haven't made our mortgage payments in 4 months and they're gonna foreclose! What the hell is this? You're in charge of paying our bills? What happened?
Slight correction, I was in charge of paying bills. We're divorced now, remember?
Of course I remember! That's not the issue!
I know the issue is that, just like Julie, you never listened to me.
What do you mean?
You used to let me hold on to your checkbook precisely because I was the one who paid all our big bills, like property tax and our mortgage. But earlier this year, you took it away from me and never gave it back.
Yeah, because we were spending a ton of money every month. I knew you were the one who was wasting it all.
You remember going to the casino with your coworkers in January?
Oh, that was just one time, though.
And then you went to the horse races with them in February.
Yeah, we did do that, didn't we? But I didn't do any gambling after that.
Yeah, you managed to kick your habit, but then you went on a week-long cruise with them in March.
Okay, maybe I was spending a bit much.
A bit? You spent more than your monthly income on just yourself for 3 months in a row. I may not be a college graduate, but even an ignorant bumpkin like me knows that spending more money than you earn means your savings start to dwindle. But no matter how many times I told you about the mortgage, you never listened to me. I was able to pay the other bills with our credit card, which is the only reason your water and electricity still work.
Hey, I deserve to relax a little every once in a while. It's my money, after all.
Now that we're divorced, yes, it's all yours. Just like the responsibility to pay your bills. Didn't you get any calls or letters in the mail from the bank up until now? I feel like they wouldn't just jump right to the foreclosure without communicating with you first.
I don't answer the house phone, you know that, especially if it's a number I don't know. And who even sends letters anymore? I just threw away all the mail that came in. Nothing seemed that important. You always sorted through that stuff, but you decided you didn't want to be my wife anymore.
Good grief, Matthew, are you really gonna try to blame your impending financial ruin on me? Maybe you could try calling the bank and telling them it's all your ex-wife's fault. See how far that gets you.
This isn't the time for sarcasm, Naomi. They're saying they're gonna put the house up for auction unless I can make up the missed payments soon. But I don't have anywhere near enough money in my account to cover it. Can't you do something about this? I remember you were pretty friendly with someone at the bank we got the loan from, weren't you?
Actually, yeah, one of the other women in the PTA is the branch manager there. We used to work together a lot on school functions.
That's great! Then you can go and talk to her and get this situation fixed, okay? So I missed a few payments. It's not the end of the world. I'll tighten my belt for the next few months and make it all back in no time, I promise.
That's not gonna happen. You're on your own.
What?
Why do I have to be the one to clean up your mess? I told you to give me your checkbook for months. You kept saying no. You made your bed, now lie in it.
But she's your friend, not mine. To her, I'm just one out of hundreds of customers.
Then you'll just have to go and tell her the truth. You wouldn't let your wife make the mortgage payments because you blamed her for your gambling and spending habits. Then she divorced you for being a pretentious jerk all the time, and you never started making the payments by yourself. Throw in some groveling, begging, and pleading, and who knows, maybe they'll let you live there a little longer after they auction it off.
Don't you understand? I'm trying to figure out a way where I don't lose the house.
Boy, Matthew, I'm sorry, but my inferior high school dropout brain just doesn't know how to handle this sort of situation. I don't even know how to spell the word mortgage. But you've got a big, smart college graduate brain. I'm sure you'll figure something out. Mom, please, I am begging you. You have to find some way to get me into college. Naomi, the fall semester has already started. I think it's about time you give up on going to your school of choice this year. I can't give up. This is a huge part of my life plan. I tried everything. I called the admissions office and they said they couldn't help. I went there in person. They said the same thing. I even tried following the administrators out of the building to their cars and begging them to let me in, but they threatened to call the cops on me. They all said I'm too late to enroll this semester. Then it sounds like you're too late. You should probably give it up already. I'm not sure what you want me to do about this. Do something, anything. You've gotten me out of a ton of trouble in the past, haven't you? You can think of a way, I know it. And hey, weren't you good friends with the dean? Not that I'm aware of. But I remember the time we went to the open house day. Right before we left, the dean himself came up to you and said hi. You were talking for a while, so I know you're on good terms. If you've got a connection like that, you can use it for your own daughter. I hate to tell you, but your faith in my network is misplaced. I don't have any connections. We had just met before, that's all. We're acquaintances. Where did you meet him, though? He's the dean. I met him at the free lectures the college was offering throughout last year. The what? I'm not surprised you don't remember. I invited you to each one, but you never expressed any interest at all. I wanted to support you into getting into your school of choice as best I could, but being a high school dropout, I admittedly don't know the first thing about college. When I heard they were offering free public lectures, I thought it would be a good way for me to get a feel of how life on campus would be for you.
And the dean was there?
Yeah, he was one of the most frequent lecturers. He's a fantastic public speaker. He really knows how to work a crowd. His lectures were always on important topics and very informative. I sat in the center of the front row every time I went, so it seems like he remembered me from that. It's not like I can buy your way into college like a Hollywood star or something.
But why were you going to all that trouble?
For you, Julie. I wanted to give you the best chance you could have at getting admitted, so I talked to a bunch of the professors who gave those free lectures and asked them if they had any leftover class materials they wouldn't mind letting me have. I thought they would make good study tools for you before you took your entrance exam.
Wait, you made that study guide? I thought that was something they sold at the school store.
Well, it wasn't. It was a labor of love from a mother to her daughter. But now I see that was all for nothing. Just like what you're doing now. Trying to get in at this point is a wasted effort, Julie.
There has to be something you can do. I'm your daughter, aren't I? You have to help me.
Wake up, Julie. I'm not your mother anymore. You told me I was an embarrassment to you and you wanted me out of your life. You don't get to take those words back whenever you need me for something. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to get going.
What? Where are you going?
To school. I'm taking night classes, remember? I can't be late. We've got a big test tonight. Good luck on getting into college, Julie. If you hurry, you might make it in time to apply for the spring semester. Matthew ended up getting a new loan from a different bank and was able to keep his house. However, the interest is much higher on this new loan. He's never had to balance a budget by himself before, so making ends meet is really difficult for him right now. His savings are dwindling lower and lower every day. As for my daughter, Julie, she missed the application deadline for the spring semester, too. No surprises there. If I were still her mother, I would lovingly advise her to give up on this school and go to a less exclusive and less expensive university. But I'm not her mother anymore, so if she wants to waste her life waiting to go to college, it's no skin off my nose.
Thank you for watching till the end. If you felt good about this video, like the video. If you didn't like it, let me know why in the comments. Subscribe too. Your likes and subs lead to our motivation. We have so many videos on our channel as well, so go ahead and take a look. See you in the next video.
Hey, you're coming by the house today, right? Yeah. Are you also back home, Julia? Yep. I'm still on college break. Lucky you. I'd like a long summer vacation. I'm enjoying student life for as long as I can. It doesn't last forever, you know. You're damn right. To tell you the truth, I didn't want to even come home. I didn't have the choice. Why not? Did you already have plans? Not exactly. If I did, I wouldn't be here. Then why? It's not really worth my time. I didn't have fun times in that house. I'd rather be hitting up the beach or something for myself. It's my last summer as a student. Why waste it by coming home? Waste of my time and energy. I get it. There's always a time in life where your childhood home is a burden to you. Totally. But there's no way around it. So I'm coming home this time. It's the first time we get to spend the summer together since you and my brother got married. Who knows? The family reunion might turn out not to be that bad. Thanks. It means a lot, really. It should. Under normal circumstances, I would have flaked out on the second. Really? I told ya, if I had plans, I wouldn't have come. I don't suffer fools, as they say. It's totally a rare occasion for me to even show up in person. Oh, then I must thank you from the bottom of my heart. Don't mention it. Especially this time it seems like the plan's only drinking and partying. Won't be a total bummer or even. I expect something spicy would come up. Would it be that exciting? You up to something? Don't worry about it. You just need to be present and stay put till the afternoon. You won't be disappointed. Okay, still not 100% sure. Well, to briefly explain, you'll be meeting the family. You're the newest member, and I'd be assisting with my brother for the perfect introduction.
Right. That excites you?
Yep, I have something planned. Look forward to it.
I still don't get it, but see you later?
Talk to you later. Hey, Maria. Leaving so soon? At least leave my brother with his family. This party's not over yet. You said you didn't finish high school.
Oh, so you finally realized. I kind of had an inkling of what's going on.
You could have told me the truth. Saved me from the embarrassment.
Don't you have something to say before that?
What? Say what? I have a lot to say.
I can't have a sister who didn't go to college. The hell? Trying to shun me in front of the other family members. Make me kneel on my hands and knees from the shame. I knew you were up to no good. But who do you think you are?
I was just trying to give you a chance to explain yourself because I thought you didn't finish school. You made me embarrass myself. How dare you?
Oh, grow up, Julia. Or stay a brat. I don't care.
The hell?
You sound like a baby not realizing that there's a whole world out there.
I do not. I was doing you, a low-life nobody, a favor to be a part of our elite family.
That's what I'm talking about. Childish. How do you even get these ideas? Is it something you picked up from your friends at school?
Like you can talk, so where did you go to?
As in?
The college you graduated. Might as well tell me since you say you'd finished high school. Everyone scolded me for being ignorant. What college did you go to?
I didn't go to any colleges. Just finished high school.
Huh? That's it? No college?
Yes.
That's so boring.
You got a problem?
Better than you flunked out, but...
I don't know where you got the idea that I flunked high school.
You said you never went to one.
I couldn't actually go to a high school because I was hospitalized in 8th grade. I told this story before.
Doesn't ring a bell. How did you graduate if you didn't go to one?
You do know homeschooling exists.
Huh?
I told you this too. I also worked a full-time job after I graduated.
But still, homeschooling. Still boring. Why would my brother choose someone like that? I mean, he finished college. He could have done better.
That is not my concern, and irrelevant. I thought you texted me to apologize.
Apologize? I never said about apologizing. Just wanted to clear things up.
Seriously?
Come on, homeschool? Because everyone was mad at me. I know for sure you went to college. So much for getting my hopes up. It's more boring than you not finishing high school.
Okay, let's get this straight. From my eyes, you are the boring one.
Huh?
You're a college student graduating this year.
Your point?
You could have learned to be a better person. Instead, you look down upon others, judging people by which school they went to, not capable of apologizing for your rudeness. I'm baffled. That's what they teach at college, huh? Really? How highly of you.
Are you making fun of me? You, who didn't even go to college? Oh, hell no.
By the way, I'm not making fun of college students. I'm making fun of a certain person who still acts like a child, even though she's in college. You, who can't apologize for your behavior.
Damn you! I'm so not getting talked back by you. You're just a failure.
What an ungrateful little being.
You have your parents supporting you to even go to college. I do wonder what kind of freaked up future waits upon you. The hell? Your mother called. She apologized. Said the exact same words to me. Shut up. Fine, you didn't flunk high school. I get it. But you're still a good for nothing. Don't text me again. Better yet, stay the hell away from my brother. My. When are you going to realize your mistakes? You're making fun of me again. I'm done. You were never my sister and never will be. From today, you are nobody. You hear me? Hey, you were at the town square just now, right? Julia, you were there? Don't answer my question with a question. You were just there, right? Answer me. Oh, sorry. You surprised me. Yes, I was there. Just the work thing. I knew it! You were talking to an agent. What work do you do? Were you following me around? What do you care? Answer the question. What work do you do? I work as a hand model. Model? A model? It's not that big of a deal. I talked to you about this before I got married. Nope, you never did. If I remembered, I would have been friends with you. Why? Because I want to be a model. What? What do you mean, what? I was scouted by an agency during college and was supposed to become famous and debut as an actress. You're aiming high, but I'm just a hand model. It's not like I have huge connections. I couldn't help you. I don't care about that. How long have you been doing this? Don't you know how to have a conversation? Yes, I do. I'm asking you right now. How long? Around 20, I guess. I got noticed. Huh? You got scouted? Oh, I'm so pissed. How come you get to do my dream job? I have more potential than you. I don't know about that. So, where are you now? Why are you asking? Your mother and father are worried sick about you. You quit your first job after 3 months and haven't called ever since. Why do you care? I couldn't work with a bunch of losers. That's it. Uh-huh. Right. Glad you seem fine. Give your parents a call, okay? Shut up. I'll get you. No matter what it takes. Just wait. Get me? What? I'll be a freaking model. You wait and see. I'll become famous. What? Wait, what? The agency I got into is shady as hell, and it's all your fault. And to think I was making my debut as an actress of the night. I almost got into so much trouble. Are you really a model? Perhaps you do more lucrative jobs. Why is this my fault? Where did you get discovered? Where you did. I was walking around downtown, as you said, and they came up to me. Right. Glad you got away. There are a lot of creepy people out there. Are you still in downtown? Of course I am. So what if I am? Hey, I got a text from your sister.
Really? I'm calling Dad right now.
Thanks.
I'm going there as soon as I can too. You know where she is?
Yeah, she said she's downtown. Probably near the Rotary.
What's she doing there? Waiting to get scouted?
I guess so. So she still wants to become a model.
What? She's still going on about that BS?
Seems like it. She hasn't given up.
What the hell? Is she mental or something?
Maybe?
We need to get her a job ASAP. Stop her from using up Dad's credit card.
Yeah, she could have just apologized and come home.
She's been this way since she was a child, so... But still, that's not an excuse.
Alright.
Anyways, I'm getting in the car. She's still gotta be there, right?
Probably.
I'll be there in an hour.
Be careful, Sean. You told on me. You told my family where I was. I'm never going back home. I'm going to be a model. It's good to have dreams, but chasing them like a lunatic isn't going to get you anywhere. Where am I supposed to go then? Get a job. Stop using your parents' money. Pay your own rent for once. You know I can't help with the money. I need it to make my dreams come true. It's the family's job to support me. Did you ask them first? I did, but they denied me. Yet you still went on using their credit card, so you ended up in this predicament. Isn't that right? Just go back home, Julia. Shut up! It's all your fault in the first place. Gloating about how you were working as a model. When have I ever gloated? I just told you because you asked. You did it to gloat. You made fun of me. I made fun of how you act stupid. But that's because you started it. The world doesn't revolve around you. Damn you! I'll never forgive you. You'll regret this night. Don't get any stupid ideas. Just go home and apologize to your parents, okay? Before it's too late. Oh my! Why are you lying at the bottom of the stairs? That doesn't seem too comfortable. Or are you drunk in the middle of the day? Not so tough now, are you? There's police at the house. Did you call them? I have nothing to do with this. What are you talking about? What? Oh, you're okay. I was worried because you didn't text back earlier. Because I fell down the stairs? Yeah. You were there then. You could have gotten help. Sorry. I was preoccupied. You seem fine. Fine? You came up from behind and pushed me down. What? You were pushed? I didn't know that. That's why the police are there. I filed a report on attempted murder. We found out soon enough that it was you. Huh? Me? No way! Where are you right now? Answer me. I can't be wherever I want. I'm innocent. You were the perpetrator in this situation. No, I was not. We'll get you either way. I'm not retracting my report, even if it was a family member. Oh, what? How could you do that? You said you were innocent. Then you've got nothing to worry. Yeah, sure. But... Oh, and my hand's injured, so I can't work for a while. I'm also demanding a liability claim. Uh-huh? I mean, I can't do my job with my hands this way. It's fully my right. I need my hands to be kept in a perfect condition. But breaking a bone? Now, that's a big deal. Right. It doesn't matter telling you if you're not the culprit. Sorry about that. Don't mind about it. If the person surrendered, I might take down the claim. Depends on how sorry they are. I'm so sorry. I did it. Please take down the claim. I said I might consider it. I didn't say I would. Uh-huh. You've gone too far this time. This is a criminal offense. I've turned my eye for a while, but this? I can't work because of what you did. Pushing someone off the stairs because you were jealous. What if I died? What were you going to do then? I'm not letting go of this. What? Why? I apologized. I fessed up. What more do you want? It's that kind of behavior that I'm not letting this go. I'll see you around. What do you mean? You're done for. Your parents and Sean are severing ties from you. You won't be allowed in their house. Basically, you're disowned. I'm what? I was really rooting for you chasing your dreams. If you would mature, I would have pulled my strings for you. Wait, are you talking about me modeling? Uh-huh. I would. Yes, I would do it. Can't you read? I'll grow up. I'll do as you say. Even if you look slightly better than others, they can't have you causing problems with a colleague. What? Of course, I've told about the incident to my agency and about you. They can't have someone with anger issues, duh. They're giving warning notices to other agencies just in case. That's all I have to say. She crushed her dreams with her own hands. If only Julia hadn't done what she did, there might have been a possibility. Too bad. I didn't retract my report and will be facing her at court. Julia is to be working at her dad's factory after she gets out of this, and I'll be getting the charges from her salary. I got back to hand modeling after 3 months. We're still battling in court. I just hope that she will learn from her mistakes.
Thank you for watching all the way until the end. If you felt good after watching this video, please like the video. If not, please leave a comment and give us your feedback. Also, don't forget to subscribe. Your comments and likes help this channel grow. We hope you enjoy our other stories as well.
Hey, Kenna! What kind of a response is this to my wedding invitation? Why are you not planning on coming out to my wedding? And just like my response to that invite said, right now I'm pregnant. And it just so happens that the day I'm expecting is also the day of your wedding. My belly will be very large by then, and I just don't think it will be a good time for me. I'd feel bad if I had something happen at the wedding and I needed to go to the hospital, so I'll just stay home that day. You are totally fine, Kenna. And just because your belly will be big and you'll be expecting your baby then, you won't be causing any problems for me. And when it comes to those that are just coming to see the wedding, you all don't need to stand up and can just sit around and watch me have my special day. So there really is no reason for you not to come. But there is a chance I could start feeling terrible out of nowhere. And what if my water broke right then and there and I needed to make a break for it? Well, then just do your best not to let your water break while at the wedding. That's all you have to do, right? Just hold yourself together and everything will be fine. What? By the way, why don't you just move the date in which you're expecting to have that baby? Tell the hospital that you want to push the date back by a month. You should be able to change up your schedule enough to match mine, right? What? There is no way something like that is possible for me. Of course it is. As long as you just put a little effort into things, you can do anything. Also, you just so happen to be a gynecologist, right? That makes you a pro when it comes to having babies, so you should be capable of choosing when to have your baby. Me being a gynecologist or any sort of pro when it comes to women and babies has nothing to do with me giving birth. All of the troubles that come with pregnancy and having the risks as well are the same for everyone. Also, I so happen to be carrying twins, which makes things even more complicated for me. There are even more risks I need to worry about, and the troubles of carrying around 2 babies instead of 1 really wears me down. So, what you're saying is you really don't plan on coming to my wedding? Your sister-in-law is literally going to be getting married here. Are you trying to tell me I'm not worth enough to where you'd be willing to come with that big gut of yours? What? I am finally getting married. This 36-year-old woman who is close to being in her 40s is finally getting married. Yet you're going to act like an old woman like myself isn't worth crap to you and that you don't want to come to my wedding? All right, I get it then. I never said anything like that, Esta. The whole reason I don't want to come is because I don't want to cause you and your guests any problems. I know very well that you've been looking forward to your wedding for a long time now. That's why I don't want to be there while I'm in the state that I'm in. If you don't want to cause me any trouble, then you have to come to my wedding. I will not have even one of my invited guests not showing up on my very special day. If you really don't end up coming, then you'd be embarrassing me very much. What? Have you been having troubles with some of your guests already? As a matter of fact, yes. So far, out of all my friends, not a single one of them is able to come. They've all been married for some time now, and because of that, the timing for my wedding isn't the best. They all seem to be pregnant now and very busy dealing with that.
I sent them all invites and everything, but all of them have told me that they can't make it because they need to care for themselves. Others just had their babies and said they'll have to be with their babies and won't be able to make it. It is a very difficult challenge going out after just having a baby or when you're close to having your baby. You'll be going through different stages of feeling nauseous, and the same thing continues even after having the baby. There's also the baby to think about if you've already had them, and they'll need to be watched all day and night. I'm sorry, but that's the way it is for all women who are pregnant or just had their baby. Huh? Well, I'm not going to take all of that as an answer to my wedding. I went out to all of their weddings and watched them have the times of their life. Yet now they're all just ignoring me when it's time for me to have some fun. This is screwed up. They've all told me that they will send me gifts and stuff still, but that's not what I'm worried about. But they have things going on in their lives, and you have things going on in yours. Just because schedules don't match up for everyone doesn't mean you can start lashing out about it. I already have to deal with the sad reality that I don't have many friends, whereas my husband has all kinds of friends from all over. He's going to have at least 4 times the amount of guests at the wedding that I have. Well, now that you mention him, your husband Mark is a very outgoing and bright person, right? The way he's always able to hold a conversation with everyone makes it pretty obvious as to why he has so many friends. Yet I don't have anywhere near the amount of friends he has, and that's going to embarrass me when it comes time for my wedding. And now you're telling me you're not coming? There's no way that's happening, all right? You are coming to my wedding whether you think you can make it or not. This is an order from your sister-in-law.
I heard everything, Kenna. You're pregnant now, and you're carrying twins? Are they both boys? Is one a boy and is one a girl?
One is a boy and one is a girl. And they both came from the same egg, I've been told, so even though they'll be different genders, they'll both share the same looks.
Identical twins, then. Oh, those two are going to be such cute little kids. Sorry if I'm getting so worked up over all of this. I just really love kids is all. And after I was told about you by Esther, I just had to message you all about how excited I am.
You don't have to be sorry for that. Seeing you so happy and excited about my babies makes me feel so loved. But did you just say that you really like kids? I never expected something like that out of you, Mark.
I happen to love working a lot as well, which keeps me away from the house all the time, and I never get any chances to settle down, but I'm getting close to becoming 40 years old. I think pretty soon here we should try for kids as well. I'll need to talk with Esther about that, though, since she's going to be the one carrying them. But I'm so excited about having kids right now that I'd like to get her pregnant in the next year or so.
Is that right?
I was also told about how you're expecting to have those twins on the same day as our wedding. So not only will I be marrying my favorite woman ever, but I'll also become an uncle to a very cute pair of kids. Well, this is like a dream come true for me. I'm going to do everything in my power to be the best uncle to ever walk this earth. So be prepared for me to spoil the heck out of those two.
Please spoil them all you want. And if things aren't too busy for you after your wedding, please come out and see them while I'm recovering from giving birth. I'll make sure to text you some pictures of them as well once things have calmed down a little. Of course.
What? Are you sure that's all right?
Of course I am.
Wow. I can't even hold back all my excitement anymore now. All right. Good luck with your babies, Kenna. I've heard that having to carry and give birth to twins is a very hard task, so I'm praying for both the health of your babies and for the health of you.
And I'll be praying that both you and Esta have an unforgettable wedding with one another. On that day, I have to be focused on my own health and watching for the babies to come, so I won't be able to attend your wedding. I hope you can understand that.
Of course I understand. You don't have to worry about it. Actually, if you forced yourself to come out and see us, I'd probably send you home. Anyway, let your husband know I say hi, and good luck to him as well.
Hey, you! Kenna! Why have you still not arrived at my wedding? I made sure to tell you that I would not let you miss my wedding, right?
And I never said that I was coming, correct? Also, as a reminder to you, I made sure to send you a message yesterday letting you know I wouldn't be coming. My water broke a bit sooner than I expected, and so I had to go to the hospital. And not even 3 hours ago, I gave birth to my twins.
That is the worst timing for you to let your water break. You are a freaking gynecologist, so you should have been able to do something to keep your water from breaking. Why would you let it break the day before my freaking wedding? I told you it is impossible to control something like that. Giving birth is something that none of us can really control. So stop talking about my pregnancy and the birth of my children as though it's something I could just push back by a couple of days. Oh, shut up. What do you mean giving birth isn't something we can control? You just needed to keep those babies in a little longer. Excuse me? What did you just say to me? You know what I said. Or better yet, you should have just had the doctors cut those babies out weeks ago. Then you could be better by now and coming to my wedding. Well, at least you've had your twins now and can come here without them. What the actual heck are you going on about right now? There was no way for me to have the babies cut out of me early, and I wasn't going to be able to just hold them in. Now stop it with all of that nonsense and just let me be. I just had my babies 3 hours ago and would like to relax and get my strength back. None of this is nonsense. Everything I'm telling you to do is easy. All you had to do was cut that gut of yours open and get those kids out of you. Easy. At least they're out of you now, so you can make your way over here. It's been 3 hours now, which is long enough for you to be feeling better and at my wedding. Now let's go. Huh? I already said this before, but I'm not letting any more of my guests not show up today. I already have less guests invited to my wedding than my husband, and I will not let that number drop anymore. So hurry it up and come to my wedding. You just had those 2 babies, so have the hospital look after them now while you come here, all right? So stop acting like a jerk, take a deep breath, and get out of that hospital bed. Do you have any idea how hard it is on a woman when she has a baby? And for me, you can multiply that pain and intensity by 2. I can't even get out of bed right now because I can't even walk. So there is no way I'm going to be able to come all the way out to your wedding. Huh? I don't give a damn that you're a doctor. Now get your ass to my wedding right now. You're not special for having some babies. Hundreds of thousands of women are having babies all the time. So stop trying to get special treatment for what you've done and suck it up and come to my wedding. This is all getting way too out of hand. You seem to only be worried about yourself right now. Well, of course I am, and that's because today is the day of my wedding. I am leading actress today, and that means all of you should be coming to spoil me. You are a frickin' gynecologist, so you should be more than capable of coming here after having those babies. Bring all the presents you have for me and get to this venue right now. I don't even care if you have to crawl all the way to my wedding. All right, understood. I want you here as fast as you can move. If you are late by even a second, I will not forgive you. You have 27 minutes now, so grow some wings if you have to and move. All right, I'll make sure to do just what you asked and crawl my way to your wedding. I'll do everything I can to make you the center of today. But make sure you don't regret what you've asked from me, not even for a minute. Huh? Now I need to find a way out of this bed and get going. You, Kenna, what the actual frick have you done? Because of you, my whole wedding has been ruined. How the hell are you going to take responsibility for all of this? Why are you blaming me right now? I did what you told me and used all of my energy to get to your wedding today. And then after arriving to the wedding venue in the taxi I called for, I crawled my way up the steps and inside, covered in mud from the sidewalk. That's what you asked me to do, right? I even made sure to tell the venue staff not to bring me a wheelchair since I didn't want to cause any trouble for anyone. I am not playing around right now. I did tell you to crawl your way into here if you had to, but what made you think you should actually do something like that? And you made it here with only seconds to spare before the wedding had to start. But because of you crawling in here like a zombie straight out of a horror film, you scared all of the guests. Some of them even started to scream, and you caused a whole massive commotion. I did hear that one person screaming out that there was a zombie crawling in. Not my fault that just after giving birth, my hair was a mess that I didn't have time or energy to tame. And I didn't have any time to change clothes, so I decided it was best to just come in my hospital robes. Of course, none of this mud on me from crawling inside here helps any, so no wonder everyone thought I was a zombie at first. Well, it's too late now to do anything about everyone being in such a panic over you, but you knew something like that would happen coming in here. And now I'm being asked over and over again by tons of angry people why I'd invite someone to my wedding who'd just given birth. All because of you. Everyone is furious with me. Everyone's pretty upset with me as well, Esta. They're all convinced that I let you convince me into coming out here when I just had twins. Everyone is asking me now to go and lay down until a taxi comes to take me back to the hospital. So right now I'm in one of the changing rooms taking a break and drinking some much-needed water. You might be hearing me in here every so often coughing from this cold I caught, but please don't mind it and have that wedding. Huh? You're telling me to continue having my wedding? You think I can have a wedding now after you came crawling in here? All you have to do is forget that I ever came here and enjoy the plans you made with Mark. So far I haven't heard any music playing or anything, so I'm wondering if everything's all right. Can you please get things going now, since I made all that effort in getting here to watch you and my brother have the happiest day of their life? This isn't some kind of frickin' joke, you idiot! There is no wedding anymore because the wedding has been canceled. Because Mark is frickin' pissed off with me now, the wedding can't happen. And right now, a lot of the guests are getting up and heading home. What? I came all the way out here for your wedding to be canceled? This is all your fault! Mark has been tearing into me this whole time now and won't listen to a single word I have to say. He keeps going on about how I forced a weak and tired woman to come all the way to my wedding after she had just given birth. And he wants to know what I think of mothers and their newborn babies. The last thing he's told me is that he can't be married to me anymore and that today is over with. Well, that's so sad to hear. But if the wedding really has been canceled, then I'm going to take a nap in here so that I can get some of my energy back. Someone will let me know when the taxi is here for me, so let me sleep for the time being. Goodbye now. I'll talk to you again in a few days, I'm sure.
Kenna, I'm so sorry about what happened to you yesterday. I never thought that Esta could be so ridiculous like that. Are you feeling any better now? I hope that things haven't gotten worse for you because of yesterday, and that you've been able to get plenty of rest since then.
Mark, you don't have to apologize to me for any of that. I'm partially to blame for listening to Esta. But luckily, my recovery hasn't really been affected by any of that, so don't worry about me. Although my doctor and the nurses here at the hospital are pretty upset with me now.
I'm so sorry for everything. I'll make sure to stop by the hospital later to apologize to all of the workers who have been caring for you. This was all Esta's and my fault, so please leave all the apologizing to us.
You don't have to be so worked up over all of this, Mark. Now, I'd like to know how things went down after I left. I was going to come and talk to you before I left, but I was too tired to get up at the time, and before I knew it, it was time for me to go back to the hospital with my husband. So I have no clue what happened after I finished texting with Esta.
Naturally, the wedding had to be canceled after that. I had to explain everything to all my guests and then send them all home. And starting today, I'll be talking with Esther about the divorce I have planned now.
So you're going to get a divorce now?
That's just how badly Esther made herself look to me yesterday. I was really thinking that I wanted to start a family with her and everything, but now I can't trust her with having kids or anything. Also, I was really wanting to become the best uncle ever to your two little twins.
It's really unfortunate that you have to end things with a divorce. But if you have any time here soon, I'd love for you to come out and see your niece and nephew. You were a big supporter to me these past few months and helped me have a very safe and happy childbirth for both of my kids.
What? Are you sure about that? I thought after what all happened, you wouldn't really want me coming out to see you any.
But I would really like to see you, Mark. You don't even have to come just yet, but once you're all settled down and the divorce has been dealt with, I'd like you to come and play with my babies.
Well, then I guess I have no choice but to come out and see you now. I really do love kids, especially babies, so I'll make sure to come out and see you all really soon here. In order to do that, though, I'll have to make sure this divorce takes place in the next couple of days here.
Why is this happening to me? My wedding yesterday really was canceled, and to make matters worse for me, Mark is wanting to get a divorce now. Just a second ago, he talked with me about all of it and made me sign those documents. What? So you both are already filling out the papers and getting that divorce? Oh, not only that, though. My younger brother and both of my parents are both pissed at me, so they're wanting to cut all ties with me. They don't want to be related to a shameful woman like me anymore, is what they said. Really? So you're losing all your family now? Why the hell is all of this happening to me? Not only am I losing my husband and my family, but all my friends are leaving me now too. This is all because of you, and now I'm going to have my life completely ruined. What? Even your friends are leaving you now? Well, I never did anything that should have upset your friends, right? Actually, weren't all of your friends too busy to make it to your wedding? And I was asking all of them to come to my wedding yesterday because I needed them. You hadn't shown up yet, and so I needed someone to come and fill in for you. What? I was trying to contact you earlier in the morning, but you weren't answering any of my calls. I started to freak out then, and that's why I started to call all of my friends. I told them all that you were going to be a no-show most likely, and that they needed to come instead. That's when they all started to call me crazy. They couldn't see themselves being friends with someone as selfish as me, and said they no longer wanted to talk to me. I was just trying to get them to come to my wedding. How dare they leave me like that? They're all jerks. I'm sure that wasn't the only thing that led to them all leaving you, right? I don't think anyone who called themselves your friends would end things just because of one phone call where you were trying to get them to come. Did you say anything else to them before or during that call? Anything that wasn't called for? What do you mean wasn't called for? All I did was call them all. Well, I guess at that time I was really freaking out and might have said a few things I probably shouldn't have. I told them that if they had kids, to just leave them at home for a couple hours to come see me. And I said that they should care more about their friend that they've had for years instead of some brat they only just gave birth to. That's not just some things you shouldn't have been saying. Those are things that you shouldn't even be thinking. No wonder they all left you. What? I guess everyone has come to realize that you're not the person they thought you were. Who would ever tell someone to leave their newborn kids at home for a few hours so that they can come out to a wedding? I wouldn't want to be friends with someone like that, that's for sure. What? Are you saying I deserve everything that's happening to me then? That's the only thing I could be saying about this, Esta. You were going off on me about how I should have the power to decide when my babies were born. And then you started demanding that I come to your wedding even though it was only a couple hours after I gave birth. You also only ever want to think about yourself without ever giving any thought to what others are going through. Everyone leaving you, cutting ties to you, and divorcing you, all have good reasons for it, and you deserve all of it. No way. And the same thing goes for me. Today, I will be taking this time to tell you that I'm cutting ties to you as well. And once we're done here, I'm going to turn my phone off and take all the time I need to rest as a way of making up for yesterday. I also have 2 twins to look after now, so while I'm still in this hospital bed, I want to use every second for myself. Hold on a second, Kenna. Can you talk with my parents about something for me? Talk with them about how I've learned my lesson now and that I don't want them to cut ties to me anymore. I'm going to be losing my house in this divorce and I won't have anywhere to go. I want to go back to my parents' house. I'm sorry, Esta, your house no longer wants anything to do with you anymore, so you should leave it at that. And as for myself, I have plenty of things that I need to be well rested for, so I can't talk with them. No way! I'll be going now. After that, from what I was told, Esta had been told by a lot of her friends that they felt bad for not being able to go to her wedding and sent her money as a gift that she could put towards said wedding. Esta went to all of these friends trying to apologize for what she'd said and to thank them for the money, but not a single one of them forgave her. And even though Esta was kicked out of Mark's house in the divorce, nobody was willing to let her stay with them. Right now, she's working her butt off trying to find a new man that will marry her, as she keeps telling herself it'd be impossible for her to remain single for the rest of her life. But of course, she's not able to find anyone worthwhile with the character she has, and so she returns home to her cheap apartment every night crying her eyes out. As for what happened with Mark, he came to the hospital to see my babies and I, and even brought us gifts to show how unhappy he was that he'd become an uncle. He also said once more that he was sorry for what had happened to me, and all I could say to him in response was that he made up for it all by leaving a selfish woman like Esta behind. Thank you for watching and listening. We hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe. Also, feel free to leave a comment about what you thought of the story. We look forward to seeing you at the next story.
Thank you for watching all the way until the end. If you felt good after watching this video, please like the video. If not, please leave a comment and give us your feedback. Also, don't forget to subscribe. Your comments and likes help this channel grow. We hope you enjoy our other stories as well.